Crushing game. Crushing.
I'm not doing season tickets next year.
Yeah. Did you buy some?
Yeah, I was in the fan section.
Oh, why not? Why won't you buy them?
I won't be going again. Because,
Well, you shouldn't go. No.
yeah, so they're back on their winning track,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I was gonna, you know
that's
what?
right.
The score was 1-1 at one time. No, it was 1-0 for them at one time.
Really?
I was like, oh my god.
Is that when you turned the
I'm gonna
TV
be like
on?
marketing man. I'm gonna be at
You mush.
a mush. But
No, I knew
turns
they were
out
going to
I'm-
win that game.
I'm
Yeah.
money in the bank.
Because you know they clinched first place with that win.
Oh, did they?
They already won it all.
Well,
again.
let me tell you a little something. That team deserved -1 point.
Other
-1.
team.
When you wear teal and purple together as a combination,
Terrible combo.
Horrible combo. Horrible. They should have got -1. They should have been yellow carded as a team.
I honestly don't even know how some of those guys are playing on that team.
Oh, really?
To be honest, just watching the highlights, like the other, not Calvary, obviously, the other team defenders were just walking around half the time. Mids were not even non-existent. Like, do you remember that one goal the guy like kind of cut into the left and like curled it
Yes,
top corner?
yes, yeah.
Yeah, if you watch the the replay of like the actual defenders on that team, no one pressured him. They're just like, all right, walk
It was a
in.
beautiful goal.
It was very
Beautiful.
nice. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, it was kind of a practice for them. If you haven't figured it out, locker room talk. We were at I was this weekend. Went to the Cavalry game, Calgary Cavalry.
I was gonna go,
You were gonna go,
but I can't do it with the knee.
right?
I put the call in.
Yeah.
So I can't go.
Can't make
I
it.
can't stand because I'm in the fan section.
Ah.
I can't stand. Like I literally couldn't stand.
No,
So
it was a good game.
If I had
really
seats,
enjoyed
different
it.
story.
Can I tell you something real quick about it?
Yeah.
I loved it. First time I've been out there, Spruce Meadows, unbelievable facility.
So
I've never
nice.
been out.
And they're
Beautiful.
making it bigger.
Yeah, I heard that.
They're making it bigger.
Second thing, just the atmosphere. Everyone's in a great mood. Everyone's having a good time. This, that, the other. Third thing, I fell in love again. So first time I fell in love with my wife was, meeting her and getting all together.
Yeah.
Second time I fell in love with her when we had our child. Third was at the game. She was down in the beers like I haven't seen in years. I was so proud of her. I was like, this is my girl. She was making me look horrible.
Yeah, but you weren't proud for paying $14 for.
You know what? It was worth it. To fall in love
fair
again.
enough,
To fall in love
fair
again,
enough.
it was worth it.
You can't
Worth
put a
it.
price on love.
No, you can't.
If you go past $250 a night.
It was awesome. No, what a great game. You know what? I will definitely be
It's a
going
great
again.
atmosphere.
Great atmosphere.
Great time.
The fans are trying to get into it. Everyone's getting into it. The background's getting into it. The section over there where Tasso and those guys are.
Yeah.
You could tell. They're ready. They want to go. They
Oh,
want to
yeah.
rush the
It's-
field.
it's a
but there's nothing to
crazy
rush.
section.
There's nothing to get into. When we're beating teams 4-1, there's really nothing you can do.
What are you supposed to do?
They're looking for a little controversy, those guys. You can tell. You can tell.
It's amazing.
There it is. That's episode 95. That's where we're going to start.
That's where we're going to start. Look, really quick,
Yeah.
because we get to come in, week out. We got guests.
Yeah.
We get to catch the tail end of stuff.
Isn't that the truth?
Right. So Jeff, you got a whole new crew
Yes.
of students. Again, the fall classes have started.
Yeah.
The fall classes have started here at the Alberta Academy of Recording. And I've got 3 great students. They're going to be helping us out, probably starting with next week's podcast.
Amazing.
They're just they're only a couple weeks in. They're still
Hey.
pretty fresh, but they're picking up quick.
Just the way we like.
Just like that.
There we go.
It's Frosh Week.
It's Frosh Week. Yeah, real locker room talk. And one more, because we come in and before, because I know we got someone special in the house.
Yes.
Your dad's going to be picking you up pretty quick, but I don't want to lose it. Yeah.
I like it.
There
We
you
got
go.
DJ Khalid's alter egos here as well.
We got these 2 young boys. Okay, they're playing. They got rap music sensations. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we got 2 brothers. Hey boys, before you go.
Yeah. 1 second.
Now, I want you to tell everyone how they can follow your Instagram. How do they follow your music?
Over here on this mic.
Yeah, and let everyone know. So I'm 15 years old, prodigy.
Yes.
So my
Get it
name?
close to it.
Tell my name or?
Right in the mic, yeah.
My name is Mashtek. Follow me on Instagram, SoundCloud, Spotify, everything. Lil AK Chap.
I love it.
Yeah.
So little, like LIL.
LIL AK Chap.
Trap is in TRAP.
Yeah,
Mitch
yeah.
had a hard time writing that down.
Yeah, I had a. Yeah.
Everyone else won't get confused.
Yeah.
He gets
I
confused.
got it.
Yeah.
But
Very
yeah,
confused.
beautiful stuff.
I'm a lot older than you, so that's why.
That's right. That's a
I'm
beautiful
old.
Yeah.
alchemy studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Look, his manager's like all over me. This guy.
That's right.
I got it spelled right. It's
He's the
Trump,
younger
right there.
brother, but he's the manager. He's making sure he's like, you
I
get it
love
right.
this guy.
You
He's
get it
my
right.
new favorite guy, Ali.
Well, absolutely. So we can hear some bits and hear some of your music on the Instagram page.
Yes.
And there you go. So SoundCloud,
Yeah, on
Spotify,
SoundCloud,
it's
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's exploding.
This is his first time in a professional recording studio, and he's getting hype on the radio already.
Look at that.
There you go.
It's going to be a superstar.
Thank you, Jeff.
Beautiful.
This is thank you,
Just
Jeff.
remember the little guys when you hit it hard. Remember the little guys.
Just remember, Real Locker Room Talk needs donations. Just remember
right.
that. No pressure. No pressure.
Awesome. All right. See you
Awesome.
guys. Nice to
Okay,
meet
guys,
you guys.
have a great day.
Awesome.
Look at that. The up and coming generation.
Up
It's
and
beautiful.
coming. I love it. I love it. Listen, you know what? When you talk, how was your weekend? What did you do this weekend?
Look, my weekend was amazing. I went to a wedding.
Yeah.
It was an amazing wedding.
How's that?
Your parents were there.
My parents were there.
I saw your brother was there.
He was there.
I didn't see you. Were
I
you
was,
just not
I was
able
busy.
to attend?
You know why? With the kid and everything.
You didn't get invited again.
You know what? It was just this one of these
But it's
things.
like, so the entire family came except you. They made the
Listen.
conscious choice on the invite to be like,
This is the second time you wanna call this
Mr.
family
and
out
Mrs.
on this.
Hodges,
This is unbelievable, this guy.
yes, Nick, yeah, well, you get not without Nick.
Okay, so for
Do we got
the,
room? Do we got room?
They don't have room.
So for the new listeners out here,
Yeah.
what's the whole thing? Explain it to the new listeners.
Well, because what happens is that Mitch doesn't get invited to anything.
Can I
It's-
brief? It seems like whenever this podcast started is when I stopped getting invited to stuff.
And then I started getting invited to
before
stuff.
I was the in guy. I was into everything. I didn't even know half the things I was going to.
I wasn't even
And
a
then-
Corollas. I didn't
he
even
was-
have a mom
then
and
all of
dad.
sudden
Mitch
this
goes, "Hey, there's a
podcast
kid. He
starts,
needs some."
And he's getting invited to every little thing, and I'm on the outs, Matty.
What am I
I'm on the
supposed to do?
outs. I don't
there
know
you
what
go,
to say.
guys. Now you know.
Change
you
of
know.
community.
Yeah.
No, we had the wedding. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what? Just like you see, whenever you get married,
Yeah.
and you go to other weddings, now I do what everyone else does. I
Right.
start the critique. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Look,
absolutely.
I don't care. I want to be impressed. Okay. I will judge the food.
Yeah.
I will judge the decor.
Yes.
I'm judging everything. And
should.
then I'm talking about it with people who haven't gone to the wedding. So listen here, not just Greek community, anyone.
Right.
When it comes wedding time, you better put your game faces on. If you're inviting me, I'm starting the gossip. train.
You're doing
You
it.
know I love my gossip.
Oh, I know you.
I know you love your gossip.
I love my gossip.
I'm just saying. No,
No.
they were 10 out of 10. Excellent wedding.
Now, speaking of weekends, it sounds like the people that got married had a great weekend. You know who had a really bad weekend this week? Guy named Antonio Brown. What? You know what? That I'm bringing it up early. You know why? Because I want to touch and go on.
Yeah, we don't wanna-
touch and go.
Please.
I do not want to spend more time that is needed. This guy went from being the most relevant guy last year during free agency,
That's
getting
right.
traded, blah blah blah, NFL offseason, to now being the most irrelevant guy. Dimitri, are you surprised that he got let go from the Patriots?
Man, no. They look, the Patriots are you need us, we don't need you. They prove it time and time again. This was just an addition. This was an icing on the cake, the cherry on top. But
Yeah.
you know what? We don't need you. Yeah, the Patriots look to be league favorites, might
Yeah.
I add, without the guys. So you know what? They don't need this baggage.
This guy went from guaranteed $30 million to guaranteed, what was it, $19 million with New England.
That's right.
To maybe making, and it sounds like he's going to make at least $158,000 this year. Nike dropped him. When we talk about bad weekends, Antonio Brown, man, there are times where you just got to be quiet, and this was one of those times. You literally have destroyed yourself.
And then he goes and he starts roasting people.
You know what? Talk about burning every bridge.
Oh, man.
So for all you sales guys out there, marketing Matt, here's one for you. Do not burn your bridges. Rule number 1.
Never.
Noted.
Never.
Dimitri, what do you got on the itinerary today?
Look, well, you already touched on a bit of the topic everyone knows for the next, call it 16 weeks plus. We're going to talk about the NFL. Again, recap a little bit. A couple stories we want to highlight from this past weekend, week 3.
Yeah. We got to talk because it's less than a week away now. The NHL. It's back. I feel like they just finished.
It feels quicker, doesn't it?
it?
It feels
Yeah.
like the off season was not as long.
Exactly. Then we got a little rapid banter. We got the Maclin Minute. We got the Major League Minute. There might be a small segment if I can fit it in. I'll get to it if we can. I don't want to give it
'Cause
away.
We're segment guys.
Right. And then the final one. It's Maga Malaka.
Look,
It's-
it all sounds like
that's the way we always end it. We love
star-studded
it.
lineup.
That's it.
I mean, every one of these would have been eligible for an Emmy, just like what was happening
true.
in this
It's true.
this past weekend. But look, we can't give awards out. We can't get the topics. We can't do anything until. And Jeff, please cue the music. we give to you the Headversity Metrics of the Week. That's right, Headversity.com is the leader in workplace resilience, mental health, battling mental stigma across the globe. And let me just tell you why they are that damn good. Right now, Headversity is proud to announce that they have worked out a partnership with the United States Hockey League, working with players and people within the USHL Association to talk about mental health in sports as it affects players and everything. So this is really, really big news. Now, how do I know about this? Well, because I follow them on LinkedIn, and I also have a profile on their website. So go to headversity.com and keep posted. There's really exciting stuff that they're doing on this initiative. And on the topic of metrics and what everyone does, let me hit you with another explosive metric. It's unbelievable what's happening. I don't know where to attribute it. We're getting downloaded in Lithuania. Okay, the Lithuanians.
They are all over.
Right now, they're like, hey, whoa, what? Hey, Gustav, what's Real Rocker Talk? Let's listen, it's a sports show.
It's big.
Thank you, Lithuania.
Yes.
Thank you. Look, the World Cup of basketball was happening. Lithuanians are known for being amazing. They probably maybe heard a little snippet of ours.
Yes.
Maybe it was a referral from a friend.
They are fantastic athletes.
Either way, we want to welcome them to the podcast. We want to welcome the state of Oregon to the podcast.
Oregon.
That is right, which I think
We're
is
in duck
originally
country.
a Greek state because it's short for oregano, which the Greeks are the greatest producers on the planet of oregano. So
They are.
Oregon, I think, is part of Greece.
And they like the green stuff out there.
They really do.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Jeff,
Jeff,
was
it
going
makes
over that. Jeff going over
sense.
that one?
Jeff, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Jeff, you want to?
Go ahead, Jeff. It's fine.
Short for oregano.
You battle the logic. Anyways, Oregon, thanks for adding your name on Real Locker Room Talk. We love it. We appreciate it. But I tell you, I think the reason we're getting downloads in places like Lithuania as well, let's just say, oh my God, Lithuania, they're like 9-10 hours ahead.
Right.
How could they possibly find out about Real Locker Room Talk? Well, let me tell you, because we're also on a nice little radio station. And Mitch, thank you for cueing your music.
I'm trying to stay on top of it like Jeff.
Called Agape Greek Radio, AGAPE GreekRadio.com, where you can stream us Friday, Saturday, and Sunday anywhere in the world. And a country like Lithuania is prime time for the pickings. Anyways, thank you very much, Stan the Man, and everyone over at Agape Greek Radio. Thank you for the support.
Yes, absolutely. Also, it wouldn't be outdone for us to keep talking about a little bit of the Greeks. The Hellenic Greek Golf
We're
Tournament.
a Greek-friendly podcast.
October the 10th. Guess what? There's people going. The sign up is quite full. It's getting full, and it will be full. I almost guarantee it. I almost want to guarantee.
Oh,
It's
we're
just
filling up.
The weather is going to be obviously the Achilles heel if it holds up.
Well,
but
wear a
outside of that,
jacket.
there's going to be a lot of people there getting together. What? Play a little golf, little coffee in the morning, little donuts, food on the holes, prizes, silent auction, steak dinner, and Jeb Fink. Make it to the Hellenic Greek Golf Tournament third annual. That's right. Good times all day long. Charities invested. And hey, guess what? Get a tax receipt for it. So make sure you show up October the 10th. Foursomes, $250. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
You can't lose.
No, you can't.
No. Let's get going. Listen, we're going to start this podcast off today with a little NHL.
Ooh.
Why? Guess what? It starts in less than a week. And the way I look at it is we got to touch and go on it. We're going to touch. We're going to go. We're going to stay on it for a couple of minutes because next week we're hoping that the guru of gurus is here with us. We'll see if he's available, and if it's not past his bedtime, we're going to have him on
He's
the
in
podcast.
high demand.
He's in high demand.
We need him.
It's his time of the year.
He doesn't even need us. We need him.
Exactly. We just got to try to get his mom and his dad to let him out. We're going to see, will Johnny Hockey make an appearance next week on Real Locker Room Talk?
Remember to follow the blog, Pucking Around with Johnny. Guys, don't be stupid. Get on it.
Listen, next week, the NHL season starts. It's Washington Capitals. It's St. Louis Blues, the defending champions, taking on the Washington Capitals. That's what's going to start off the season. But going forward, I said to myself, look, next week we're going to talk about which teams are going to win their divisions, which teams are going to make it to the playoffs, which teams are going to win the Stanley Cup, all that fun stuff. But this week I said, let's just touch it. Let's touch it. Let's make sure we massage it. Just give it a little massage.
Just
give it a little
the
massage.
tip. We don't need to go all the way
Yeah, we don't
down
have to go
the
all the
thing.
way in, right?
Relax.
Yeah, let's just enjoy what we're doing here, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about what was the big talk this season. It was the restricted free agents. It was Mitch Marner last week signing 6 years, $10.6 million. It was Brock Besser signing his contract. It was now just yesterday, Brandon Point signing his 3 years, $6.75 million contract. That could be the deal of the year right there. I like that one.
Great
a lot.
value.
Great value. But it's the one guy who happens to play here in our local city, the Calgary Flames, Mr. Matthew Tkachuk, who has not signed yet. In fact, he hasn't even shown up at camp. He's not even playing with the boys. Dimitri, what is going on? Why hasn't Matt shown up?
I go back. I'm never going to blame a player or his agent trying to get the maximum amount of money. This is just the way sports are done right now, you guys. There's no love for the game. It is business, and it is business for yourself. And I get it. I respect it, and I love it. But my goodness, I think he's asking for more than he's worth. And in my opinion, look, man, sorry, Tkachuk, you're a great player. You're an excellent guy to have on the team. But last I checked, you're a second liner, and you ain't anywhere near in top 10 in points. So you're contributing on a different level, and I got that. But that level is not worth what a Monahan and Gaudreau should get paid. So, hey, Calgary Flames, my advice, wait it out.
Stick to their guns.
Stick to your guns.
See, I agree with you, but here's my one little caveat on it. He's that dressing room guy, they say, or he's that all-round player, right? He's not their top scorer. He's not their best player.
Sure, he doesn't
to
need
some
to be.
degree.
I'm not saying that.
He may be
right?
actually his all-round best player, but won't that wreck the chemistry? See, my big thing is on any sport, not just hockey, but especially in hockey, chemistry is key. And this guy does carry that chemistry, in my opinion, to set the mood. This is a team, the Calgary Flames, that last year won the division, won the conference. No one expected them to. I think he played a major point in that. I think him not being around kind of might, dare I say it, I do think it's going to hurt the dressing room.
Well, they got the Lucic now. They already got it.
You know what? Don't get me started. Why? See, you're coming. You know what? You're don't provoke me.
Lucic is a tough guy.
Well, sure.
Great character.
Great, sure.
You know?
Absolutely. No,
I think actually, you know what? He could probably just fill the gap.
Let me ask you this. Okay, we said it earlier. Mitch Marner's getting 10.6.
Yeah.
Brock Besser's getting 5.875. Brandon Point's getting 3 years, 6.75. So then I did a little bit of stats. You know, we're not stats guys, but I went in, I had to check. Johnny Hockey is making 6.375 on a 7-year, and Monahan is on a 7-year, 6.75. Tkachuk wants more than that. That's a guarantee. But how much more? Is he in Mitch Marner 10 million country, or is he in the $7 to $8 million country? Because he's gonna make more than these guys. So let's assume he's in the 7. Do you think he's asking for 8 or 9? Is that what you're kind of assuming?
He probably is, and that's too much.
Do you really think in this day and age that that's too much for this guy? It's
yes,
timing.
I do.
You know what I mean? It's
yes,
timing.
I do. For him, yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's too much for him. And then you're going to run into another problem.
Sure.
Granted, when their contracts are up for renewal, now you're pushing the bar even that much higher.
Sure.
Which maybe they are. I mean, you know, you look at Gaudreau and what he's done. Maybe he's worth a lot more than he's getting paid right now. They're fortunate to get his value.
Yeah.
But no, man. Like I said, I don't fault him for trying. You got to get the best deal possible. I'm just saying, if I'm the Calgary Flames, I look and say, guys, you're not worth it. Sorry, but not sorry. Like this is, you know, we talked about the Patriots, about how they're willing to let a guy walk because they don't want controversy.
Right.
Look, at the end of the day, if you have a solid foundation, a great structure, you got to just go through the motions and be consistent. And the player cannot overtake the game. I'm sorry, but Tkachuk, you work here, you might not work anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know, they had this thing with Ferland. Ferland was apparently a guy like that. Well, they let him walk, no foul.
Right.
Now, I think Tkachuk is much better than Ferland, but what's a Tkachuk really going to do for you? I mean, when you're talking about guys that need to perform, if anything, they get away with not performing on the scoreboard as much as the other guys, but getting the equivalent dollars.
Right.
They got a better pass, these types of guys.
Last year, this exactly happened to who? the Nylander with Toronto, right? And it really went down to the last minute. Went down to literally the 12th hour, as they say. And he finally signed. And you know what? The guy just wasn't himself. He didn't have a big year. This year, they're expecting big things from him as part of the Four Horsemen in Toronto. I don't know if Tkachuk carries that kind of weight going forward. I'm a little nervous for the Calgary Flames going, if we hold out too long, like, you know, is this the kind of guy that's going to say, you know what, whatever, man, I'll wait for, I'll sign, I'll take a little something, and then next year I'm gone or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really, really curious. I don't know what to say, because the one thing that the Flames lacked last year, and I think everyone can attest to this, if you're not a big Flames fan or you're just a general hockey fan,
they got beat up.
You got beat up. And this guy's the guy that's going to get in there and fight, not the fight like physical fight, but he's going to get in there and face wash you, do the things that are necessary, and you're saying to this guy,
where did it
no.
get him? So if Tkachuk is that type of guy,
but he's won. Now you brought up his name earlier. They brought Lucic. Now you got two. Now you got two guys. My question is, can you give up on these guys? Like, my point is I think you kind of, in a weird way, he's got you dead to rights. You know, you're a hunter. I think he's got the Flames dead to rights. He's like, no, I got you guys. You need me more than I need you. I really do.
You know what? You got the Luch.
You're loving the Luch. Loving the Luch. I know you're doing it. You're trying to provoke me. Don't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not falling for it. I'm not going to do it. Now, listen. I agree with you. I like
get
your
the
point.
Luch's nose.
What's that?
The Luch's nose cut is part of the deal, too.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing to be hitting people.
Physical features. You're going after physical features. That's unbelievable. Maddie, fill this up over here. Listen, bottom line is this, all right? Let me ask you this. Maddie, real quick. You love the Flames. Tell me. Do you like them? Do you like? What is Tkachuk waiting for too long? Should we give him the money? What are we doing?
Man, I don't know, but we do need his physicality. I'll tell you that.
Do we not?
I think he's one of the only guys personally that has balls on the team, man.
Exactly. The one thing that we lacked last year, and the other guy that had a pair of those is the goalie, but we gave him away to Edmonton. Don't even get me started. I can't do it. Don't get me started right now. Don't do it. Okay, with that being said, we got that point across. All the big restricted free agents have now been signed, except for our guy, oddly enough. From there, I'm going to ask you this. Next week, we're going to get into way more in depth on this.
Sure.
But give me a team and or player, or you can choose both if you want. Which team or player are you expecting big things for 2020?
I can name you both right away. I don't got to put much thought into this. Team that I expect, the Tampa Bay Lightning. You're damn right, Tampa Bay, because guess what? You don't get to walk into the regular season with 127 points and year after year fall flat in the playoffs. No, get some results. Or just do everyone a favor. Just barely make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Why are you even trying so hard in the regular season? No, they got something really to prove.
Practice?
Practice? What are you talking about? No, they got something that they really need to prove. First play, that doesn't get you anything, okay? You got to win the big one when you're saying that I'm the big team. We got it. So that's on the team side. On the player side, I'll tell you who I have big plans for. It's a man out of the Edmonton area called Connor McDavid.
Are we the same person?
We might. Is this who you got?
I'm not going to lie. You literally chose both, so I'm quickly thinking, and I'm buying time right now who I'm going to take.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you can say.
No, you got.
Are they actually your picks?
Take them both.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they were.
No. Let me tell you about Connor McDavid. Yes, he's gonna look. I want to see a full season, okay? And I have high expectations because let's face it, he is the man, okay?
Right.
He's the next one. He's the man. He's got every single tool out there. But this is the difference between those Yzermans, Crosbys, Ovechkin. Like these, get a little again. This is a good example. Connor, you got to get a little more physical. You got to be a leader outside of just the points thing. Now, I don't know what happens in the dressing room. Only, people that are privy to that can speak to it. But what I can say is, yes, you're the fastest skater on the ice. Well, one of, right? But you're the fastest skater with the puck on the ice. We know that for sure.
Yeah.
You are a point-getting machine, a power play machine. You can dish the puck out to anyone and get points. But you got to start being a leader. I want big things from him because you have to prove to the Edmonton Oilers organization now why they should continually start to rework this team to make it better to make the playoffs. Okay? You really, really do. Because points just aren't going to always do it for you. Those types of players, and I hate to say it, are the ones that end up leaving.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to steal you the player, or I'm going to go with you on Connor McDavid as the guy that I'm expecting big things from. I don't care if you're top 3 in scoring, Connor. I don't care if you're 100 points ahead of the next guy. Get your team to the playoffs. That is the most important job you have this year. If you have to score every single point to get the Edmonton Oilers into the playoffs, then you got to do it.
Yeah.
That, I couldn't agree with you more. Enough is enough. You are the best player, pound for pound. We got that. But that's not getting you into the playoffs. So the reality is, Edmonton fan, you need your boy to do more. And I know you're asking for a lot, but hey, it is what it is. That's just part of life. Look at Crosby. He's the only comparison you can really give. Crosby, granted, has had Malkin for all those years, but you got Draisaitl. Enough excuses. You've been given some things. It's time to take your team to the playoffs. The team, you stole my team. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Tampa Bay, last year, you guys crushed it, and then you guys 4 straight in the playoffs. Then I'll take the other team on the other side. I'll take our local guys. I'm really worried about them this year. I'm not going to lie. Why? Because the goaltending issue was not really fixed. The defense, look, Giordano's the best defenseman in the league. It's proven. He's got a trophy. Way to go. I love it. Beautiful. But the rest of it, everybody knows who you are now. You will not sneak up on teams anymore. Everybody is waiting for you, Calgary Flames. So now, let's see. What do you guys have to offer this year? Because last year was an amazing run. It was great. Unfortunately, disappointing end. But hey, new year. Let's see what you got. But you got to get Tkachuk on sooner than later, guys. Sorry. It just is what it is. So that's a little bit of our NHL rant for this week.
Good start.
Next week, I think so. Nice little taster. Little appetizer.
Right. That's
right?
it.
Let's get to the creme de la creme. Let's talk about what's going on here.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Listen, the NFL, it's week 3. But I don't know if it's week 3 of the regular season or if it's week 3 of the preseason. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you know what? I have to say, Tom Brady, we're big Tom Brady people here,
We
right?
love the Brady.
We love the Brady. But he factored himself one more level up again. On Thursday night, he tweeted out, I can't watch this anymore. Too many penalties. This is boring. I can't handle it. And he is speaking on behalf of the people. Yes, Tom, you are absolutely correct. But my question is it the teams that are not playing their starters in the preseason, and rightfully so, they don't want to see their guys get hurt? Or is it that it's taking 3 weeks to get these guys on the same page? Like, what do you think the problem is? Is it the NFL refs that are just really scared of making a really bad call, that they're making every call now? Or is it that because the guys weren't playing during the preseason that we're still trying to get these guys on par with what's going on?
No way. It's the refs these are soft, weak calls. It's the referees.
Yeah.
You know, come on, you guys. The pass, especially pass interference, and this is something that really, really bugs me, by the way. The pass interference call, and I understand it to a degree, but man, there are some really, really soft calls. And I don't know if the league turns and says, hey, I want you guys to call everything and anything under the sun because let's set the precedent for the year. Well, you know what? I mean, everyone's sick and tired of it. It's affecting games. Last week, you came out with a stat where you said there's an 11% chance of teams that are 0-2 coming back to get in a wild card or playoff talk. Well, my God, I'm sure that the refs have single-handedly cost a few games across the league. Way too much, way too soft. The last I checked, this is freaking football, you guys. There's a reason why they wear helmets and they wear pads, and it's a game where you're supposed to run into the other guy and tackle him down and beat him up and bruise him as best you can. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have penalties in a level of protection, but if a guy sneezes on you, I mean, we can't be calling unnecessary roughness. Like, how about the other one? I seen a roughing of the passer this past week. Sorry, the game is slipping me, but I'm watching it, and they call roughing the passer as soon as the throw, or as soon as the ball was thrown, he was in motion already to tackle him, roughing the passer. Well, hey, that's where the quarterback has got to get. The problem's not on the guy doing the tackling for a penalty. The problem's on the O-line.
Right.
Cover him up.
Well, you know what? I'm with you, but I'm 100% with you. But it's the referees right now that are just so stressed out. Because you know what? We got to remember they're humans, right? Right now, they feel like they're going to get fired if they make the bad call again. Look, that LA Ram Illuminati call, which we all know was an Illuminati call.
And they did it to the Saints again.
Well, you know what the funny thing is that they are so stressed out they're going to make another atrocious call like that they're either going to get fired or they're going to be all over the media. And this is part of where I'm going with this. It's kind of the media's fault. They made that call, which was as bad as it could get. There is no worse call ever. Like, really, I don't think there is. But the thing is they're so stressed out. They're only human. I hate to say it. If I'm a referee, I'm probably pulling my flag just as much. I think the NFL has to come out and say, okay, guys, listen. What happened last year happened. We're sorry. But what did they do instead? Oh, pass interference is a new rule. Oh, this is a new rule. So the NFL, trying to protect themselves, have made the game worse. I'm not lying to you. I'm a huge NFL fan. I have been for many years. And the games are getting worse and worse, you guys.
And you know who's laughing their butt off? And they're not thinking about this. But you know who's laughing their butt off right now? Is the XFL.
Oh, absolutely.
This is everything and anything that could be helping them at the right possible time. Because when people start tuning in and realizing that there's going to be a little more grit to the game and going back,
well said.
They're
You're
going
right.
to capitalize
They
on.
will capitalize on. Well said. Let's go to the second topic of the week. It was Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Eli got benched. Eli, the man of man, the guy that, in my opinion, what I call him, the Kingslayer. You know, going to a little Game of Thrones. The Kingslayer was benched. All right. He's finally said, you know what? I'm just not up to par anymore. They bring in Daniel Jones. He wins his game, comes back from 18 points. Great. I don't care for the win. Congratulations to Daniel Jones. You did your thing. But what's caught my attention, and maybe your attention as well, we talked about a little bit during this week, people are actually debating if Eli Manning should be a Hall of Famer. I think that this conversation is absolutely asinine. Eli Manning for Hall of Fame, what's your thought on it?
Why wouldn't he be?
Exactly.
Yeah, I just how is this even a topic? You know what? Is there? It's almost like movies nowadays. Are there just not enough topics in the cinema world to create new stories and movies? And just like this, are there not enough talking points around the sports world that we actually have to talk about whether Eli Manning deserves to be a Hall of Famer or not? A two-time Super Bowl champion,
MVP in the Super Bowl as well.
I mean, come on, you guys. I'm not entertaining this.
Yes,
this is done.
But doesn't it bother you a little bit that this was even?
They got
brought up
nothing.
as a
You know
topic?
what? The sports guys out there, they probably just have nothing else to talk about.
That's
so they go,
gotta
"This
be
is a
it."
new controversy."
Exactly.
I mean, this is the dumbest thing in the world. I don't want to give it any more time on the show.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Not enough.
It drives. Now listen.
But I'm
going to say this,
yeah.
and this is the weird part. So Mandu, 5.5-time RLRT body in seat guy here,
Golden Loofah
winner as well, is the biggest G-Man fan you've ever met, and he's even a little bit on the fence. He's like, if you look at his stats, which we know big data looks at all his stats, he's actually very much down the middle. But hey, I'm going to stick up for Eli. You know why? Because anytime you can beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, think about this. If it wasn't for him, Tom Brady would have 8 Super Bowls. 8!
So
this guy has beat him twice.
So you're telling me that Brett Favre, with only 1 Super Bowl and the most interceptions in both the CFL and NFL combined,
right?
And you know I love my Favre.
Hey, you watch your mouth with Favre. You watch your mouth.
But so he's in, and this guy's not.
Somehow, some way, they're talking about it. Exactly.
I don't know, man.
Makes no sense.
Again, why am I talking? Mitch, stop it.
Plus, he's NFL royalty. He's royalty. He's a Manning. You can't not let a Manning in.
That's right.
In fact, there's a third brother. He sells insurance, and I'm dead serious. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Exactly. When you're royalty, you're royalty.
I will say something about this with this Daniel Jones thing. Yeah, it was an impressive victory. Look, he's the future, guys. He's mobile. Had some really good passes. But I want to go back to last season where they benched Eli Manning.
Right.
For Geno Smith.
Yeah.
And there was a big uproar to the point where they let go of the coach. And it was in the 15th week, or it was very late in the season.
Right.
And they caught, how could you do that? How could you do that to him? And guess what? They finally bench him 2 weeks in, and they win a freaking game. And all I go back and say, the real victim of this whole thing was that coach last year who had the foresight to say, dude, you're done.
The other atrocity, he had the best porn stash I've ever seen.
Best.
I mean, this was money in the bank.
Those don't grow on trees.
No, they don't. You got to be a certain guy to be able to pull that off.
Yeah,
you know
you
what
do.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
you
what
do.
it is. All right, the third topic, the final topic of the NFL Week 3 was the Sunday night game. Listen, this Cleveland Brown thing has gone too far. I've said it for a couple of weeks. Demetrius said it. Jeff said it. Marketing Matt has said it. In fact, everybody said it. Even my son who can't speak has said it. Too much Cleveland. Oh, we got Odell Beckham Jr. We got Landry. We got Baker Mayfield. We got Nick Chubb. What did I say a couple weeks ago? There's one ball. Too many names. Sunday night, you know what? They got to the last. It's every kid's dream, right? This is what you practice in your backyard. Game on the line. You try to win it. And once again, Baker, unfortunately, does not pull it through. Is Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns finally being shown that they're overrated?
I think you nailed it in the first week, actually leading up to the season, when you said, yeah, they're an overrated team. You guys watch out. And when you look at a game where they're playing the Los Angeles Rams, Super Bowl finalists, amazing defense, well coached, both sides of the ball, you start to realize what kind of team Cleveland actually is. And look, is Baker Mayfield a terrible quarterback? No. He's not a terrible quarterback. Okay, fine, we might have difference. Does he have weapons on the offense? Yes, he does. No, come on, Mitch. Those are weapons.
Buddy.
Now, does he have a running back that is producing consistent
The
numbers?
half Chubb. He's money.
The half Chubb is money.
Yeah.
So he's got the half Chubb, right? He's got the OBJ. No,
That's kind of
he does.
ironic.
He's got a
isn't
half
it?
Chubb and
Yeah.
an OBJ. It's really interesting.
Hey, man, there.
Cleveland Browns. They should. Anyways,
We'll think about it.
Yeah. So no, what I'm saying is you can have all of these weapons. I'll tell you what I saw. This is just not a really, really good team overall. Like, I can't believe they're within a score now. They can tie the game. The defense was doing their part.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I'll say, that Cleveland defense came to play.
Yeah.
And that unfortunately will be what will win games for them.
Sure.
Not Baker Mayfield.
No.
And not the offense. It's 4th and goal. They have an opportunity. The play calling was ridiculous.
Horrible.
I can't believe they couldn't even run the ball where they found success with it. I can't believe they couldn't even get someone open on any one of those plays. I mean, it was like elementary offense.
Yeah.
Like the offensive coordinator looked like he does junior high football.
But
it was so predictable.
As bad as the offensive
And
calls,
sorry to cut you off, I got to say,
sure.
and Baker Mayfield does not know how to control himself in the pocket.
That's right.
He takes way too many steps back. He bootlegs when he's probably not supposed to in the plays, and he scrambles out like he is not doing the team any favor.
That's right.
And Chris Collinsworth, love the Collinsworth-Michael duo. You know how I love him.
You do.
But the guy I'm watching said it the best. When he doesn't get rid of the ball in less than 2.5 seconds, their conversion rate is brutal.
Yeah. Math
Thank
has
you,
done it again.
Collinsworth.
Yeah.
That's why you get the
know
Sunday
what?
night spot.
This is my problem with Baker, okay? This is my problem. If you're cocky, I don't mind any player being cocky. I swear to God, I don't mind it. As long as you can back it up. I don't like anybody. When you're the toughest guy in the bar and you're saying you can beat up everybody, and then the littlest guy in the bar comes over and smashes you in the face, I got a problem with that. Baker is no different right now. Baker right now is going out. Did he not say Daniel Jones? How could the G-men have taken Daniel Jones? Did he not say that?
He said that.
Yeah. How about you just shut up? How about you read some defenses? How about you go back to your corner and just be quiet for 5 minutes? And you know what? I guarantee you'll probably have a way better season. Be quiet, do your thing. Stop trying to be a media, a media celebrity and all that stuff. Because you know who else was a media celebrity down in Cleveland and now no one knows where he is? His name was Johnny Manziel. And you remind me a lot of Johnny Manziel. So go to your corner, go to your video room, learn how to read a defense and play the game because the talent's there. But his mind's not there.
No.
And that's what bothers me with Baker.
And I'll tell you what, until he shapes up, he's line cook Mayfield for me.
Oh, I like that.
No Baker.
Writing that down.
Line cook Mayfield.
Line cook. You know, great segue. You know who deserves to I hate to say this. Last week in pools against Pauly D. You know, we called you up, Pauly D. We said a few things. And I got to admit, I'm going to apologize. He kicked the living crap out of us.
He beat us straight up.
Straight up.
He followed
no controversy.
the rules.
He backhanded us in the face and then front-handed us in the face as well.
Whatever, Paul.
So this week,
Lucky week.
Pauly, it's on. Let's do this. Me and Dimitri actually sat down for 5 minutes and looked at each other and said, we're doing this.
Yeah.
We're doing this straight up.
And we're not talking about docking.
No, exactly. Which is normally the topic of conversation with me and Dimitri, which is weird. All right. This week, Thursday night, it's Philly, Green Bay. We both decided Green Bay is going to be the winner there. Chiefs, Lions. I got to take the Chiefs. Titans, Falcons. We both decided on the Titans. Crazy there. I'm not really sure why. Browns, Ravens. Ravens. You know what? Respect to the Ravens. They were probably going to be the third topic we were talking about. Next week, depending on how this game goes this week against the Browns, I might have an apology for the
Really
Ravens.
quick, though?
I might have one.
Game of the week.
Yeah.
Ravens, Chiefs. Game of the week.
Fantastic game. Excellent game. Pats, Bills. It's we're both taking the Pats. Paul decided to make it his five-star pick of the week.
And guess what, Paul?
That's right, Paul.
So did we.
we.
We outsmarted you again.
It's also easy when you send us the picks before. Panthers, Texans. We both took the
No,
Texans.
we're going to keep taking the Patriots.
That's right.
Until Paul takes a chance.
Or until they play God. That's
Yeah.
the only other
Paul,
time.
take
we'll
a
do.
chance,
That's
would
right,
ya?
Paul. Come on.
Come on.
We just gave you some respect, Paul. All right, Chargers, Dolphins. We both took the Dolphins. Not just joking. We took the Chargers. Bucks, Rams. We both took the Rams. Seahawks, Cards. We both took the Seahawks. Vikings, Bears. It kills me. It literally kills me to say this. We took the purple shirts. And then the Cowboys, Saints. We both took the Cowboys. And then the Monday Nighter, we both took the Bengals. So which games did we not agree on? It's a 3-gamer. It's the Redskins versus the Giants. Paul decided to take the G-Men and ride that wave. Respect to you, Paul. We decided to take the Redskins. I know people are screaming right now going, how could you take them after that Monday Nighter?
Did you not just watch what happened?
Tell them why we took the Redskins.
Look. Paul, it's a trap game.
Trap.
Look, you never sell. Okay, you never buy high and sell low.
That's
Paul.
it.
Okay,
You don't watch the Wolf of Wall Street.
Come on now, Daniel Jones, you're buying high.
Way high.
Mitch and I, we're buying low.
Real low.
Okay, that's how you do it.
And then the Raiders, Colts. I was again controversial. Paul's riding high with the Colts. I like that pick. But you know what? You said it the best at the bar a minute ago. The Gruden factor's got to take effect sometime.
It's got to be a Grood factor.
Got to be a Grood factor. So
Ravishing Rick Grood will pull through.
Absolutely. So we took the Raiders there. And in the final game, the one that'll differentiate who wins this week in the pools, it's the Jags versus the Broncos. Paul took the Jags. Dimitri and I said, no. Jaguars can't survive in the mile high. It's too high up. Doesn't work. And it's all Flacco all night.
That's right.
We took the Broncos. There it is. That's your pools of the week.
Again, if Paul is... Now, here's the thing. If Paul wins, he stays.
Right.
But if you lose, you're out.
You're
and
out.
your arch rival,
Tasso.
Golden Loofah extraordinaire, reigning, defending Golden Loofah champ, is in.
Tasso's been waiting for a while, though.
Well, you know what?
It's been 3
Tasso,
weeks.
do some
3 weeks
voodoo.
straight.
Do what it is you got to do.
Now, I decided, you know what? I want to do a new segment real quick. It's going to be a quick one.
'Kay.
Quick one.
Throw it
it's
on me.
called Or. All right?
Okay.
All right. Follow me on this.
Like O-R.
And then carry the R.
But carry
like
the-
Greek R. Roll your R.
Carry the R or carry the or like or
Carry it all the way down.
I think it's carry the O.
Carry the O. Yeah, you're right. Or. You could carry the
Okay.
O or the R or together if you can.
Or.
And if you can roll your R's, I know your girlfriend loves you. Okay?
You know what?
So,
This is great practice.
This is great practice. Here's what it is. All right.
What's that new move?
The new segment is simply this. Or I'm gonna give you a scenario and then I'm gonna or it. Watch this. Klay Thompson or Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with me.
Yeah, give me the
Same with
pips.
me. Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Game 7, Stanley Cup. All right? You have a dominant center, like, let's say, a McDavid, or the best goalie in the league, like, let's say, Carey Price. Who do you want?
Goaltending wins championships. Give me the goalie.
Oh.
Yeah, give me the goalie.
I'm so controversial on that one. I say that too, but
2 words, Cam Ward.
all right, fair enough. Good point. Real good point. All right. Last one. System or superstar?
System.
I like it. There it is.
I
That's
like
the
it.
segment. That's it. That's the
tease.
segment.
Just a touch and go
Touch
teaser.
and go. I just wanted to touch it and go.
Well, speaking of touch and go,
Right.
This is my favorite part because
Sure.
we get into some really cool segments.
Right. Which one?
Well,
You want to do the Major League Minute? Let's do the Major League Minute.
No, you first.
Maclin Minute?
Yeah, the Maclin.
Okay, who's
Stick
going to
to
time
tradition.
me? Time me on
I'm
the Maclin
timing
Minute.
you. Hold on. I'm timing you. Ready. And go.
All right. Well, listen, last week I said, watch out for the Calgary Stampeders, and I was right again. They came back, they won. And I also said, hey, Winnipeg, you guys are the bridesmaids. You guys don't know how to hold the league team. Sorry, Jeff, I hate to break
Jeff,
it to
sit
you,
down,
man.
Jeff.
They
Sit down.
just can't hold the lead. They're about to lose it, and the Stamps are going to win the division again. But then something else happened this week, and I don't seem to understand what it is. Yesterday, the Montreal Alouettes suspended for 1 game the greatest player on their team, the guy that's making them win, Vernon Adams Jr. Why? They said that he, weirdly enough, said that he was detrimental to the team. Unless he killed somebody, don't let him go. Let him play. That's your Maclin Minute.
Wow, very good.
How'd I do?
Very good. 47.28 seconds. Well done. Well done.
work on that
Well,
time,
after
Jeff.
your minute
Yeah.
comes my minute.
The Major League Minute.
Who's timing me?
Hold on, I got this.
You got me?
Wait. Hold
no,
it.
No worries. No worries. I'm ready. I'm not even
Stay
looking.
calm. Stay
I'm
calm.
not even
I'm right
looking.
here.
I'm
right
not
here.
even looking.
I'm right here.
Not doing it.
And reset that and go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 games left until the playoffs wrap up. Now, you're going to think everything's all done and dandy, but no, that is not true. Let me give you an update what's happening around the league. The Yankees have clinched the AL East. They are division winners. Minnesota and Cleveland, they are fighting in the AL Central. It's very close. We don't know who's going to come on top. Now, the Astros have clinched the AL West. Moving over, we have in the NL, the Atlanta Anthopoulos have clinched the NL East. Best name ever. Okay. Now, look, St. Louis has clinched a playoff berth, but they don't have the division yet. Milwaukee has kind of a chance, but not really. And, of course, the Dodgers are clinching the NL West. And big news, MLB.com, you can get an MLB credit card with $200 in gift bonuses upon signing up. And they don't pay me to plug that. And that's the Major League Minute.
You know what? If I had just not stopped, you would have taken 54 seconds. That was amazing.
There you go.
Well
There you
done.
go. Thank you very much.
That was good. You know, we're really getting good at this.
I hate baseball. However,
Come on.
But I take pride
Right.
in the Major League Minute.
Right.
Because we're podcast of the people.
Ready?
I'm ready.
I love it. It's time for rapid banter. Let's do this. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay.
Marketing Matt, you ready?
Always.
Always. Jeff? Love it. Loving it, Jeff. And Jeff, just so you know, right on time. Right on time. Jalen Ramsey, top cornerback in the league, got into a little kerfuffle with his coach on the sidelines a couple weeks ago and said, you know what? I demand to be traded. I demand it, sir. Last week, had a great game. He ended up playing. Owner came out, said, hey, we're going to make you the top paid guy at your position. I promise you. Just hold on a minute. The very next day, Jalen called in sick. Is Jalen sick, or is he coaxing other teams to put in their bids?
You dirty, dirty dog, Jalen.
Rapid banter. NBA Superstar of the Decade was decided the other day. It came down to LeBron, Steph Curry, and Durant. They said LeBron won. Did they get it right?
They got it right.
Rapid banter. The NFL. Brady last week played his alter ego. What? Yeah. Luke Falk of the New York Jets. Listen to this. Did you hear about this?
No.
Watch this. Both picked 199th overall. Both playing in the AFC East. Both starting in their first game, week 3 of the season. Both playing. So Brady played Peyton Manning. He's playing Tom Brady. Are we seeing Is this just mere coincidence, or is it history repeating itself?
Get the fuck out of here.
Rapid banter. You know, I was wondering how you were going to answer that one. That was great. That was awesome. Let's go over here. New report came out this week. Madonna offered Dennis Rodman $20 million to sleep with her and give her a baby. That obviously didn't happen. Dimitri, what's the best offer you ever got?
Not Madonna's, but I wish it was Rodman's.
Rapid banter. Back to the NFL. Calvin Megatron Johnson said that he smoked weed after every game. Why? Because he played for the Lions. Should the Miami Dolphins players be granted special permission to smoke after games as well?
I'm surprised he wasn't drinking for playing for the Lions.
Rapid banter. Pop culture. Alien stock happened this weekend. People gathered and they said they were going to rush the gates of Area 51. Do you think they're going to find aliens?
Ask Sigourney Weaver.
Rapid banter. He literally doesn't know what I'm asking. He comes up with these by himself. Just throwing this out there. Just throwing it out there.
You know,
if everybody thinks that I'm I'm vetting him, I'm not. I'm not at all.
You guys were asking for new Hollywood stories. I want to see the Madonna Rodman baby. I want to see it.
I would love
It's
to
a
see
horror story.
That is probably the
Rodonna.
Rodonna. That's the name of the podcast. 95 Rodonna.
Write it down, marketing Matt. Write it down.
Back to the NFL. Antonio Cromartie, corner for the Dolphins. He's a good player, but he's the top scorer. What do you mean? He's got 14 kids. Dolphins got 10 points. What position should Cromartie be playing on offense to score more points?
Yeah, it's called retirement. Is he still playing?
Rapid banter. The other day, Cobra Kai Season 2 coming out on YouTube. Did you get your check for that?
No.
Nah, neither did I.
Rapid
banter? I think it started here. Jeff, you know we started this. We started this.
Yeah.
We came to your aid, you son of a... I can't get heated.
Back to the NFL. Last two guys that beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, Nick Foles, Eli Manning. Who did it better?
The Tuck rule.
Rapid banter. Baseball. This week it was reported Vladdy Jr. doesn't lift weights. I mean, at all. He says he never lifted a weight in his life. This is what he says. Hey, why lift weights? I hit 90 home runs during the home run derby. Or what's Spanish for suck it?
What's Spanish for suck
Rapid banter. Klay Thompson says that he came out this week and he said that if he didn't get hurt, they would have lost. Poor loser, or he's right.
Poor loser.
Rapid banter.
Oh, Clay, don't be that guy.
He's that guy.
Well,
So
we
the other
would've
day,
won.
you're a tennis guy. The other day,
Love it.
the ATP is playing, right? And it's Europe versus the world. This guy comes off the court. He's playing Fabio Fognini, and he's getting coached by Federer and Nadal. Who are you listening to if you're Fabio?
I'm stunned. Pete Sampras.
Rapid banter.
Fabio Fognini. What is that? That's like off a menu.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's
I'll
what his
have
name is.
the 14-inch
I got
Fabio.
the Fabio Fognini.
I'll get the Fabio Fognini extra cream sauce and
NCAA.
clams.
Local Nashville bar reported on Saturday that it ran out of vodka at 9 a.m. because all the LSU people that came in to watch the LSU play Vanderbilt drank all their vodka. Who's at fault, the fans or the bar?
That would never happen if it was LSD.
Rapid banter. Ninja, he's a social media superstar. This guy plays games for a living. Millions of dollars playing video games. Yes, world, that's what we've become. He's saying that in mere time, gaming is going to become an Olympic event. Is that what our forefathers wanted, or are they rolling in their togas?
They're rolling in their togas because they know that they would get beat.
Rapid banter. Baseball. Bo Sox last year dominated the MLB all the way to the series and won it all, no problems. This year, they're just getting murdered. Is the curse of the Bambino back?
I think so.
Rapid banter. Casper Kapanen thinks that Nylander of Toronto will be the best Swede to ever play in the NHL. Is he okay?
2 words. Hawken Lube.
Rapid banter. Rodeo. Guess who won the PBR last Cowboy standing in Vegas on the weekend?
There's only one man.
Chase Outlaw, Rapid Banter. There it is. There it is. Rapid Banter for this week.
Well done.
I love the chase.
Well done.
Last Cowboy standing. Just throwing
Chipalo.
Chipalo.
Chipalo. That's suck it in Spanish.
Oh.
Okay, that's the name of the podcast. Chicalo.
Chipalo.
Chipalo. That's amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you, Jeff.
So like when DX went to Spain, right? We have 2 words for you, gringos. Chipalo. Dun, 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 dun.
Na, 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 na. That's great. Jeff, we're 5 minutes ahead of schedule. That's
Quickly,
it.
move over. Next segment.
Watch this. No. Let's milk this for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we can take our
We can
time.
take
We're
it.
ahead.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Little Trap was here and all that stuff. All right, here we go. So we started the podcast off with a little AB news. We said, hey, here's a guy that last year dominated. Well, not just last year. The last couple of years has dominated his position at wide receiver. One of the best. This year alone, NFL players voted him the 6th most influential guy on the field. So he's well known within his team, his teammates, the league as his own. But in mere months, the guy went from zero to here, or from hero to zero, right? So we said to ourselves, Maga Malaka, let's do a little stardom. Let's say which athletes kind of started off awesome, ended up bad, but in your opinion, might be a Malaka, might be a Maga. This is what we're doing. You ready?
I'm ready.
Marketing Matt, you ready?
Always.
You
man.
Tindering over there? What are you doing?
No.
Nothing?
What are you
Riverwire.
trading?
Yeah, what's going on with
are
that?
you trading DeAndre
How's
Hopkins
sex?
again?
Real quick,
No.
how's sex?
Yeah,
Sex
how
good?
is sex? You
Sex
sexing
good?
it up lately?
Yeah, what's going on over there?
Just a bit.
Yeah?
Oh!
You know what? Forget Maga Malaga. Let's talk about this.
Oh, what are we
What's going on?
doing here?
You sexing?
Yeah,
What
man.
happened?
What's her name? What's her name?
Did it
Tell
come
everyone.
from Tinder? Was it a connection? What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Tinder.
Tinder. Well done.
Amazing.
Jeff, everything
We
good
were
with you?
getting worried. I gotta tell you, we were getting worried.
I was a little nervous.
You can't wait till next Stampede to get some action.
Yeah, no, that's a lot. Finally, all the keys are being used this week. Big news, Marketing Matt having sex.
Marketing Matt got laid. That brings his sex tally to 4 for 2019.
Jeff, you ready as well? Here we go.
Jeff wins for soundbite of the year.
That reminds me, we got to really get those loofahs out to the people. We got to get the loofahs
Oh,
out.
man.
Oh, this is gold. All right. So it's Maga Malaka, Fallen Stars.
'Kay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Here, nice easy one. Ryan Leaf, NFL. Ryan Leaf, Maga or Malaka?
Oh, Malaka, because he didn't even do anything.
Yeah. You know what? I was really cheering for him too.
Yeah,
actually.
you wanted
After-
him to turn a new leaf, but
Yeah.
just couldn't.
Just bad.
Couldn't
Just
do it.
bad. All right, here's one of my favorites
Leave
of all
him
time.
alone?
It's O.J. Simpson, Maga or Malaka.
Next. I don't. We don't need. We just.
Yeah, we just got onto iTunes, so it's like, yeah, well, that was iTunes.
The only car chase that beat that one, the Bronco chase, was in the Blues Brothers, where they.
Fair enough.
Yes, very true.
Yes.
Very true.
Well done.
Very true. Marion Jones, U.S. sprinter. I don't know if you remember her from years ago. Maga or Malaka?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Maga for her.
Yeah, same with me. Hey, bottom line, I've said it once, I'll say it again. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
And results are a thing for me.
That's it.
Okay.
Well, if we're gonna stay on that topic, the next one's the big one.
Maga. Is it Lance Armstrong?
It is Lance Armstrong.
Yeah,
It's gotta be.
Maga.
I said, you know what's funny? It's not even written here. I just thought I
just knew.
remembered.
You
I
just
just
knew.
knew. And he is a Maga.
Yes.
Absolutely, he's a Maga.
Don't even give
Greatest ever. Greatest ever.
He's got it. He's up there for sure.
Speaking of Maga or Malakas, this guy had it all, in my opinion. He literally had it all. In fact, he had a whole continent to himself. Oscar Pistorius, Maga or Malaka?
Malaka.
Big time, right?
Holy smokes.
How
Get
did
it.
you think he was going to get away with that?
I mean, we can get inventive during Valentine's Day, but sometimes you got to stick to the traditional gifts. In a box of chocolates cross your mind?
Wow. You know, just wow. I got nothing for him.
He Pistoried it
Here's one for you.
away.
Now I want you to be down the line here. Okay? Down the line.
Straight shooter.
Bo Jackson.
Maga.
No, hold on.
Hold
This is
on.
why I knew you were going to say Maga right away. Hold on. I love Bo too. But let's just think about this for a second.
'Kay.
All right? He won the Heisman.
Yeah.
He ended up playing in the NFL. He never won a championship. He didn't, his tenure wasn't as long as everyone expected.
Right.
Maga or Malaka?
Was he on the cover of Pro Stars breakfast cereal?
All right, Maga it is. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah, you got it. Maga. Here's another one. Hand of God, Diego Maradona. Maga or Malaka?
Matt, weigh in on this, please.
Maga.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
it was
you.
Maga.
Come on.
It's his cousin. What do you think?
My cousin.
Here's one. Alexander Daig. Remember Alexander Daig? Number 1 pick overall from the Ottawa Senators. We're talking like 92?
Yeah. I
So
think
this
it was
dude
92.
got drafted first overall, and everyone's like, "Oh man, this guy's the next."
Oh,
I don't know
the
if they said
hype
Gretzky, but he was up
The
there.
hype was incredible.
And then as your
What
face
position is
shows,
this guy?
center, man.
Center.
The guy is
Okay.
like the pimp of all pimps, right? When it came down to it.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
Maga. No, he's a Malaka.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But you know where I give him a little Maga? How did you get so good that you were being compared to, like, let's say, the great one? And then all of a sudden, you got to give a little. It's like
Maybe it's a
Malaka.
Maybe
Malaka.
it's a. That's got to mean something in some.
It's gotta be
language
some
across the
country,
world.
somewhere.
It's got to be that Peterson. The Peterson syndrome. Maybe showed up and said, "Hey,
Sure.
look at it."
Here's another one. It's in your realm of the world. Tommy Morrison, boxer, Maga or Malaka?
Maybe on the boxing merit, sure, he beat George Foreman to win the title and fell off. But here's what makes him a real Maga: Rocky V.
Yeah, Maga. His acting was a lot better than his boxing. I'll say that.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
it
was,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 2 more, or actually 3 more. Baker Mayfield, Maga or Malaka?
Malaka until proven otherwise.
That's right. Here's another one. Same team. Odell Beckham Jr., Maga or Malaka?
Maga. You got to. At the end of the day, his commercials are amazing.
No. Maga. See, I would disagree with you there. I would disagree. But this is your thing. Me, I just asked the question.
Don't put it on.
No,
me.
I'm
Come
putting it on you.
Come on. Come
no,
on.
I can't wait for him to crash and burn, and then I can use this against you.
Did you see what he was doing at least on the Sunday nighter?
What did he do?
He was catching balls.
6 passes for like 79 yards.
Come on, Mitch.
For a
Come
guy
on.
that's wearing a $2 million watch on the field at the same time?
Yeah,
$2 million,
right.
Jeff. He's wearing a $2 million watch. Yeah, exactly. Last one, Maga or Malaka, the Russian Federation of all sports kinds. Maga or Malaka? I mean, they've been kicked out of everything.
I mean, no, it's Maga. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
There it is. Podcast 95. Done and done. 5 more to the
Amazing.
century.
95, feeling alive. Look, I can't believe it's been 95. You're right, we're 5 more to the centennial. But look, week in, week out, we got to thank every single person that helps make it possible. The new recruits at Alchemy Studios.
Yeah, I'm excited about
I'm
this.
excited for next week.
For Osh
Look,
week.
if you want to check it out, how did they get there? It was alchemystudios.ca, okay? Go check it out. Check Jeff out. It's unreal. We got to thank headversity.com. We got to thank agapegreekradio.com. And guys, thank you. Please follow us. Podbean, you can still download, but let's go. iTunes, we are live. We are on it. At Mitch and Dimitri, at Real Locker Room Talk, and of course, reallockerroomtalk.com. Look, episode 95, like we do every week, we got to shove it in the locker because the boys here, we got to hit the showers.
Boom. See you guys. Have a great week. Packers Eagles Thursday. You gonna watch it?
I do, actually.
What's that?
I do. It is the Thursday game.
Yeah. And it's in Green Bay.
You know what? The guy said it best. The Packers are getting nothing but better. The defense looks great. The defense does look.
Buddy, that's